I'm a perpetual optimist, so in every situation I always try to find the best that you can out of it, and whatever happens, how can you turn it to your advantage?
I want to change things. I've got a restlessness within me. I wake up every morning and think that I could do something very different today, that things could be better than yesterday.
The opportunity and the insight I saw was that the mobile phone companies were trying to sell to very large organisations, but actually the people whose lives were transformed by having a mobile phone were self-employed people or small businesses, and really no one was doing anything to try and help them.
The incidents in my life that have really shaped me were working in a family business. Being really close to the customer was really valuable for me. So being able to adjust my approach depending on the type of customer that came through the shop door, I think was one of life's skills that's really stood me in good stead.
And I think the thing that has driven me all the way through my career has been the fact that my parents, who didn't have any education or qualifications, were absolutely determined to see their two daughters really succeed in the job market, I guess. So that drive and passion for us to have no limits and boundaries has really been something that's been very inspirational to me all the way through my life.
I look back at my childhood and think, when I try and look at my entrepreneurial roots, and it probably started when I started running a library out of my desk at the age of 8 and realised that I could hide the books away from the teachers, and was then selling them to my class for 50p a week.
I also have, I would describe, a really interesting commercial lens on things, and I really enjoy giving my customers a fantastic experience, but also getting results for the business, but also for the colleagues who work for the business that I'm involved with.
I just had that kind of commercial entrepreneurism, and I just wanted to express it.
And I just started it in a flat in the West End of London with a few phones. It's a great example of the fact that anyone can do this. You've just got to have the determination and the belief and the optimism to think you can make it happen.
I didn't go to university. I don't have a degree. My A-levels weren't particularly good either. Starting at the bottom and having a kind of bottom-up approach to business has really helped me to understand how a business works and how it really ticks, and it's given me that understanding of what matters in a business and what's important, because that's key to whether you are running your own business or whether you are creating value within a corporate culture.
I think the thing that Carphone does to allow me to be an entrepreneur is it allows me to have that level of social interaction and relationship with our external partners. I remember one of the things that Andrew said to me quite early on when I joined the company is the thing that you need to do is, your objective is to get invited to the supplier's wedding, which is a nice way of saying, it's all about the quality of the relationship. They don't have to do business with you. There's lots of other people that they could do business with. Make it personal and make it count.
I've loved being at Carphone and loved pulling people together, different networks of people, and solving problems. Solving problems with those people to create value and build something that's lasting. So for me, relationships are absolutely critical.
Carphone is an amazing business if you want to continue to be an entrepreneur. I've been here for 6 years, and the opportunities that I've had just to become an entrepreneur have been quite phenomenal, actually, in that I went off for 3 years and ran my own businesses within the brand. And for somebody who has those skills already, the opportunity in this brand just to flourish, to continue to try to do something different, to be able to make an impact across the whole organisation and actually make contact with those who are right at the top of the organisation is really quite incredible. So I genuinely believe those opportunities continue to exist in this brand like no other retailers that I've come across. So a massive opportunity for entrepreneurs.
I think I engender a really quick sense of trust, really good levels of engagement, and a really creative way of approaching problems.
And I think you've got to have that innate sense of, achievement to be an entrepreneur and be successful.
It's a combination of that kind of attention to detail, optimism, and just being very, very stubborn, that somehow if you put that together around a good idea, then you can build something that really has momentum and can really get to scale.
If we want to continue doing this, extraordinary things, we obviously need extraordinary people.
My advice to people is don't just talk about it, just do it. And the same approach is there for business. You know, don't just talk about it, don't just think about it. The only person holding you back is yourself. So get on with it.
I've always felt that not everyone is naturally going to be an entrepreneur. But if you think you are an entrepreneur, now it's your turn. It's your turn to impress me and show me the best part of you.